We out here, man. Hey.
Ain't got no hoping. He got shot, the bullets changed his life to get that dope in. When I got up, I feel my neck where ice used to rock broken. When I get up, I'm shooting ice spice so I've been soaking. He tried to play, and all I did was paint and say it's broken.
We out here, man. Uluwatu, big Bali vibes. You feel me? Yeah. Mic check. Yo, what is good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Joe Fit Johnson back at it again, bringing y'all some fire content. So we're getting straight into it. Lessons that I would give to my younger self, give to my 18-year-old self. This is a new series that I'm going to be starting. This is part 1 out of I don't know how many series, but I believe that I have a lot of knowledge to give to whether it be the younger generation or even people my age or people older. It doesn't really matter where you're at in life. This is real life gems. As somebody I've lived many lives, from living in Minnesota, Los Angeles, New York, being a model, being an entrepreneur, being a digital nomad. Right now, I'm currently here in Bali in Uluwatu. I've been traveling the world. I've been building businesses. So I'm going to be sharing 5 gems that I would give to my younger self that was watching this. First thing would be, I wish back in high school when I was about 18, 17, 16, I wish that I started learning about the financial market, right? Learning how to trade, learning about stocks, indices, learning about the overall financial market, not financial literacy, but I mean, financial literacy is important as well, but the financial market, like if you can learn how to start trading today, I just believe that it is a skill that sure, it takes some time, but one, it helps you with self-development, right? Trading is literally a reflection of who you are. So in order to become a successful trader, you have to be able to pick apart who you are and work on that and craft that to become a winning trader, because it's not about just the technical analysis, right? It doesn't get that complex when it comes to the technical analysis. It's literally the psychology. It's literally who you are, whether it be undisciplined, whether it be impatient, whether it be not following your strategy, whether it be just many things. It's a reflection of yourself. And I feel like the same way that the gym, the same way that business, the same way that relationships, the same way that this journey that we're on of life is about self-mastery, I think that trading not only gives you pieces to learn from, but it also gives you that financial freedom, because you always have a tool and a skill that can print you money that will allow you to invest into other things, right? That's how I view trading. Trading is a way to build capital, to be able to invest into your passion projects, to be able to invest into yourself, to be able to have a skill that'll pay you for life. Second thing that I would say is combat training, right? The same way that I just recommended getting into the financial market, I would say combat training is something that will change your life, especially as a young man, because there's multiple things, right? It's being able to face fears, it's being able to step face to face with another person, another man, and face that adversity, right? And it's the same way that we face life. Like, life isn't just fucking peaches and rainbows, you feel me? Like, it's a dog on dog world out there, you feel me? And it also humbles you, right? It gives you a discipline, it gives you a respect for one another. It also teaches you, like, anybody can get touched, you know what I'm saying? Like, the biggest, baddest guy, I don't care if you train combat, I don't care if you don't, but like, what I've learned as well as being in these gyms is the most dangerous, like, motherfuckers that'll fuck you up are the nicest people. Like, they're fucking goofy, they're funny, they're like, the last thing they want to do is fucking show their ego off in a fucking street fight, right? People that are doing that shit are not trained. People that are doing that shit have not been humbled, you feel me? And you fucking fight, bro. Even though I haven't had my first fight, I've trained, I've sparred, and it just, I just know that the potential of what it's brought out of me and the fear that I face, whether it even be sparring, it's like, that shit is intimidating. That shit is fucking scary. You know what I mean? Your heart racing is fucking normal, but we need to feel that as men, and we need to be able to feel confident in our ability to protect ourselves, defend ourselves, you feel me? But also verbal jiu-jitsu, right? That's a really good book to read as well, but that should be the foundation of everything. It's like, you never want to get into a street fight. Like, the reason of training combat is not to get in street fights. It's to, okay, worst case scenario, you can protect yourself, but 2, it's just, it's really a mental game, I feel like, you feel me? Third thing would be understand the value of sacrifice, right? And I mean this in many aspects, right? But in one example would be being able to sacrifice the short term for the long term. So for example, right, if you're a young guy or a guy or girl watching this, you may be curious about partying, right? Sometimes you might experience FOMO. Like, I'm out here in Bali, and I actually the reason why I brought this up is I had a conversation yesterday with another young business owner here in Bali who just came from Dubai, young successful guy, and we were just talking about, you know, the balance between traveling full time or traveling and building a business, you know what I'm saying, and needing that routine and needing that structure. And like, yeah, we can go to Brazil, yeah, we can go to all these places, but like, and that's why I've been supposed to go to Japan for months now, but I haven't went to Japan, and I really haven't even been exploring Bali because I've been so focused on business. And it's really hard to be able to enjoy traveling when you're focused on business. So you're better off locking in somewhere that feels productive to you. Lock in for the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Get to where you fucking want to go so that when you do travel, you're not thinking about business 24/7. You can actually be present in the moment. And how this comes back to sacrifices, because we're sacrificing the time where we can go and explore Bali and explore Tokyo. Like, yeah, we have the freedom because we're digital entrepreneurs, but at the same time, we're sacrificing the now and being able to explore these things and be able to go to these parties to be able to build our business. So when we do go to fucking Dubai or Barcelona or whatever, we can live present and we can live how we want to live, right? Same thing with like if you're back home, right? If you go out to the bar, you're going out to parties, most of the time you've already been there, already done that, but still your friends are going. Sacrifice that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice that shit to go to the gym. Sacrifice that shit to sit at home and look at YouTube and learn a new skill. Sacrifice that to start something that you're going to start. Sacrifice social media right now. If you're not making money on social media, if you don't have a strategy, if you're not intentional behind using social media right now, and you're just sitting there scrolling, delete that shit. Sacrifice the pleasures and the escapism of social media right now and tap the fuck in and lock in on your goals and your dreams, right? Another thing that we spoke about was how it's been no easier time to become financially free, to build a business, to build an empire, and people still are not getting ahead. Why? Because we're in an era of distraction. Distraction is abundant. Our dopamine receptors are absolutely fried. We have distractions everywhere. We can go on the phone and you can just escape by scrolling. You can go look at your favorite things and just forget the real problems that we're dealing with. And I'm not saying I'm perfect as well. Like, to be honest, I'm not the most disciplined when it comes to scrolling as well. So what do? I delete the freaking social media app off my phone. I post my content, delete the apps off my phone. You get me? And then when it's time to post, I'll download the apps, post my stuff, and delete the apps back off my phone. Do what you have to do in order to set yourself up. You know what your strengths are. You know what your weaknesses are. You get me? But it's about sacrificing in the short term for the long term. Fourth thing would be take pride in being different and take pride in challenging yourself to do the hard things. So that goes along with sacrifice. It's hard to sacrifice, right? It's different, right? When the whole crowd is going out, when the whole crowd is going to college, when the whole crowd is staying at home, when the whole crowd is staying at home and having babies, when the whole crowd is saying to, go get this job, and the whole crowd is saying stay here and do this, it's hard to go against the grain. It's challenging, right? And another sector would be, even when it comes to, okay, you're building your business, or maybe you're in a relationship, or maybe you're in a friendship, and you need to have that difficult conversation, right? Or you need to do that task that you've been avoiding subconsciously. You know that, okay, I've been saying I'm gonna do this, I've been saying I'm gonna do this, and you're avoiding it. That's the challenge. Take pride in facing those challenges. Those are the things that's gonna move the needle. Those are gonna be the things that's gonna transform your life. Those things that you're avoiding, right? The challenges. And what I say being different is, for example, there's a lot of times where I'll go on a run at 2 a.m., right? I'll go on a run 5 a.m. I'll go on a run. A part of that edge is like, even at 12 a.m., I'm going out and I'm running downtown LA, or I'm running in Canggu and I'm seeing everybody going out and partying. There's like, even tonight, I was at this oceanfront restaurant that turned into a party, and there was a whole bunch of people out there. It was lit. But I'm like, no, I'm about to go to the gym. You feel me? Have that edge. You feel me? Like that's the greatness edge. Think about Kobe. Think about Michael Jordan. They all said something. Muhammad Ali. The training that is most difficult is the training to stay away from the distractions. You feel me? And taking pride in being different. Like, that shit just, I don't know. It feels better to take a different route. You know, if you see everybody going this way and doing this, smoking, drinking, etc., and you're like, no, I'm gonna do this. And if it doesn't intrinsically feel good, I don't know, you might not be cut from this type of cloth. But if it does, and I think you can train yourself to even be like, but it does feel different. Like, it's easier to stay there and be like, okay, I'm gonna have some shots, I'm gonna party, or, oh, I'm gonna go with my friends and we're gonna just smoke and vibe, yada yada. Or be like, nah, man, I'm about to lock in. Even though it's harder, intrinsically it feels better, right? What am I on? I think I'm on 4 or 5. Damn, I lost track, but I'll put the number up here. Man, when I get to spitting, I just get to spitting. You feel me? It's very, very important to understand the difference between polarizing relationships and relationships that drain your battery, right? And what do I mean by this? Polarizing means it gives you charge. It speaks life into you. It makes you inspired. It makes you want to be more. It helps you to accomplish your goals and your dreams, right? And then there's relationships that take energy from you. All they want to do is gossip. All they want to do is talk negatively. All they want to do is do the same shit. You have to, and this is where the challenge, what I was talking about earlier, you have to be willing and you have to shift your mindset to do those challenging challenging things. Yeah, it's hard to have that conversation with that friend or to create that distance from that. Maybe it's a childhood friend. Maybe it's a friend that, you know what I'm saying, you just met. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's a girlfriend. Maybe it's a family member. But being able to take that distance and know like, yo, this relationship, this dynamic is taking from me more than it's giving to me. And I need to focus on what is charging me, what is giving me life, so that I can become who I need to become in order to get to where I want to go, to provide for who I want to provide for and live the life that I want to live. You feel me? So it's very important to understand and be aware of that, and then to be able to do the challenging thing and step away, or to be able to create those boundaries and have that difficult conversation. Okay, and this is the final one. But what I'm going to say here is women can teach you a lot of things, right? They can build you or they can destroy you. Right? And there's two ways that a relationship breakup can go, right? Especially for a man, a woman as well. But a man can either boss the fuck up after a heartbreak, right? Because 9 times out of 10 is gonna happen. You're gonna experience a heartbreak. And there's two types of men. There's a man that bosses the fuck up, gets in the gym, locks in on his business, and bosses up. And then there's a man that cries about it, that weeps about it, that may go and get another girl as a replacement, that may go and self-sabotage and just drink and smoke and hang out with friends. There's two different, so you need to choose which path you go on, because heartbreak is inevitable. You're gonna get your heart broken, you're gonna fall in love with a girl, y'all gonna break up, she might cheat on you, she will cheat on you, who knows? I'm not speaking negatively in your life, but I'm just saying, keep a, you know what I'm saying, keep a little ice box where my heart used to be. Keep a little ice box on your shit, my guys, protect yourself. And understand that trust is earned, not given. You feel me? Like a lot of, especially like I got a lot of young bros that, you know, they get in these relationships, and they're young successful dudes as well, and they get in these relationships and they allow their hearts to get broken. And I'm just like, bro, first of all, trust is earned, not given. Second of all, don't just put your heart on your sleeve. Third of all, boss the fuck up from that shit, bro. Like, use that energy, bro. Use that emotion. And it doesn't even have to be a breakup from a relationship. It could be a breakup from a friend. It could be a breakup from a family. It can be anger. It can be pain. Use that emotion to transmute into self-growth, into self-development, into self-empowerment. Like, it's very easy to self-sabotage yourself when life goes left a little bit, or when you're hurt, or when you're emotional. It's easy to be like, oh, I'm depressed, I'm just gonna go and do what we're typically programmed to do, right? Go eat ice cream, go chill, go smoke, go just scroll on social media. But it takes a different breeding and a different mindset to be like, no, I'm about to just force myself to go to this gym. No, I'm gonna force myself to, I'm gonna delete all this social media shit. It's not even fucking serving me right now. I need to lock in, and I need to focus on the gym. I need to focus on reading books, podcasts, and starting this thing that I want to start. You get me? I hope that this is helpful. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, show some love. If you have any questions, if you like this series, I literally just, I came up with this idea today in terms of advice to my younger self, and I have a lot of points here that I want to go over, but this is series 1. But I have a lot of game to give, and I want to speak to the younger generation, but I also know that this goes towards people in my generation, people older. It doesn't really matter how old you are or what age you're at. There's game for everybody in what I've learned through life and what I've, you know, what I see, what I observe. You feel me? So yeah, whole lot of love, whole lot of game. We out here. Peace.